Hi guys, welcome back to E-Talks. Last video we were talking about Greek mythology and the underworld of Greek mythology. Now, if you're wondering what happened before the gods came into power, then I got you right there because this video is about that completely, about the history of how the Titans were born and what happened between Gaia and Uranus. Now, we are not going to go to the topic of Titans in this video, but we are going to talk about how they were born and what all conflicts happened. Don't forget to like this video, share this video with your friends and family, and subscribe my channel. Don't forget to click on the notification button for more videos like this. Remember, your motivation is my inspiration. So let's get on with the video. Now, let's start with the beginning of the Greek mythology. There was a chaotic matter, and suddenly the earth was created by the chaotic matter. And when the earth took its human form, it was called Gaia. Now, Gaia used to roam around earth, but she got lonely and she asked the chaotic matter to give her a friend or a companion. And the chaotic matter built a dome on top of earth, which it called the sky. Now, when the sky took a humanoid form, it was called Uranus or Uranus. Now, Uranus and Gaia married each other, and they were very happy. But it did not last for a long time because you see, the chaotic matter or chaos got a bit creative and it started creating other things. Now you see, as chaotic matter had created a dome on top of Earth, it created one below Earth, which is called the underworld, which is also called the Tartarus, the place of evil. Now, once it took a humanoid form, it was still called Tartarus, and then the chaotic matter still started creating other types of primordial gods. For example, Pontus, which was the god of ponds and water, and like that it kept on going. Now, if we start listing the amount of primordial gods the chaotic matter created, well, we've been going for a long time because there's a lot of names about the primordial gods, and most of them aren't even listed in the Greek mythology. Two of the many primordial gods, namely Pontus and Tartarus, also liked Gaia. But you know that Uranus and Gaia are in a relationship. So Uranus had to fight off them to have Gaia. Now, Gaia and Uranus had their first batch of children, which are humanoid looking people, which are 12 titans, 6 boys and 6 girls. Now, the main names we should remember in the titans are Chios, Kyrios, Hyperion, Kronos, Iapetus, Oceanus, Rhea, and Themis, which are the 8 titans or prominent titans which we will have in the story. Now, Tartarus and chaotic matter had a children together, which was Nits, and the Nits split itself and it became the morning and night. Now let's get back to the Titans, the children of Gaia and Uranus. Now, once the children were born, the relationship between Uranus and Gaia grew more distant and distant. Once the children were growing up, Uranus very frequently only visited Gaia. Then, once they grew more and more and more, Uranus' visits get lesser and lesser and lesser, and he kept on hanging out with the cloud people. Now, once Gaia got very angry with this, and Gaia asked why you are not taking care of your child or not helping me with it. And Uranus got very angry, and he said, he proclaimed himself as the king of the universe, and he said, I am the king of the universe. What are you going to do? Now, after this, Uranus was known as the strongest person of that era. Then Gaia put a total earthquake in the earth. Now, after this, Uranus and Gaia thought of giving each other a second chance. And they both had another child or another batch of children, triplets, which are known as the elder Cyclops. Now, in many Greek mythology, there's a lot of mention of Cyclops. But these three are the elder Cyclops, the beginning of the race. Now, when Uranus saw them, they were so ugly. And Uranus took the dark chains, some dark chains, 3 dark chains from the sky and bind them and then threw them into Tartarus. Now, Gaia was very angry, but still thought about giving Uranus a third chance. They had another batch of children, which are also triplets and known as the 100-handed ones. Now, they were even more hideous than the before Cyclops, as these ones had 100 hands and 100 legs. Now, you must imagine Uranus' reaction to this. He tied them all together and threw them into Tartarus. Now, Gaia said one thing. She said that she was the first person here. She came before Uranus, and if she wasn't here, he wouldn't be there. But he said he had a lot more dark chains left. He would also toss her and her children in there. So Gaia stopped talking. Gaia was filled with rage. Then Gaia asked her children, which are now the 12 titans. They were fully grown and always looked at their father with disgust because he always fought with her mother. Now Gaia said that whoever kills Uranus with a special scythe that she created would be thrown as the new king of the universe. Well, this was the first time killing or murder was mentioned in Greek mythology. Now, everyone was confused. The Titans were confused. Now, the smartest one of the Titans, Themis, said that it must mean to eradicate Uranus. Now, everyone were talking about it because everyone were scared of Uranus. Then one kid came up, Kronos. Now, he was very weak and very thin, but so no one knew about him. But he took the opportunity to gain power and said he would kill his father. Now, he had devised a plan. He sent his mother to say to Uranus to give him another chance and invite him to Earth. Now, Gaia didn't like this idea, but then Kronos said that once Uranus came to Earth, he would catch him and kill him. Now, Uranus said that he wanted 4 titans to help him to catch their father. So, now the problem was Kronos couldn't defeat Uranus by himself. So he asked for 4 people, 4 titans to help him in the killing of Uranus. And he said that he would reward each part of the world, which was divided into north, south, east and west at that time, to each of the participants. Now, all the girls were smart and didn't come. Then the eldest son or the eldest titan, Oceanus, said that he had some problems in the ocean, so he also went. That left only 4 titans which are forced to. The 4 titans were Koios, Krios, Iaptus, and Hyperion. Now, as Cronos' prawn was gone, Gaia lured Uranus to Earth. Now, Uranus came in and he wasn't suspecting anything because he is the king of the universe. Why should he be afraid of anyone? Now, Cronos and his 4 brothers were waiting, and once they saw that Uranus had lost his guard and was very cheery minded, they struck. The 4 brothers caught the 4 limbs of Uranus, and Cronos came in and slashed Uranus into pieces and tossed him into Tartarus just like how he had done to his brothers, which were the elder Cyclops and the 100-handed ones. Now, once Cronos had defeated his father Uranus, the king of the galaxy or the universe, he became the new king of the universe. And as promised, he gave 4 parts of the world to his 4 brothers. Now, this is the end of the era of Uranus and Gaia. After this, Gaia went to sleep, and then the Titans kept on going. But there is one small detail that I didn't say, which is the curse of Uranus. Uranus said to Cronos that just like what you are doing to me, your children will do the same to you. Now, once Cronos became the king of the universe, he thought, wow, what could even kill me? How could my own children kill me? But he was still very paranoid and he was still very persistent. Now, he fell in love with Rhea, the Titan who always was with or followed by lions. Now, another thing is that Cronos also freed his brothers, the elder Cyclops and the 100-handed ones, from the Tartarus, and they built him a whole capital or palace in a mount, and the 100-handed ones built it, and Cyclopses made him new weapons for his whole army or Titan army. Now, what happens in the next part? What about Cronos' children? And what happens in the golden era of Cronos? Let's know about that in the next video. This concludes today's video. I hope you understood everything. Thank you for listening and your time.